Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is MacLeod, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, the Insanity Run. Last time we went and got Thane from Ilium, and that means we have only got one more person to recruit. Of course, we've already picked up all of the DLC companions too, and that is Tali, good old Tali from the first game. I love Tali, she's wonderful. Let's go get her, shall we? So here we are, way over here in the far rim and the system of Dholen. Now, take a look at the sun here. This big old red sun. Remember that, because that's actually kind of important. You don't see stars that look like that very often in this game. And yes, indeed, it's kind of significant. Or rather, it's significant now. And, well, we'll discuss this when we get down to Tali. But yeah, there's a really interesting little point about Mass Effect 2 and 3 and what is and isn't and might have been. Tali's mission is, in fact, very, very interesting. Because it tells us a lot about what Mass Effect 3 was originally supposed to be before they changed it into what we actually do have. There's almost nothing in this system, by the way. There's only 3 planets over here in Dholen, and then over in the other system, Ma'at, there is in fact only 1 planet. And none of them have any strange signals to track down either. So yes, it's a very quiet little part of the galaxy over here. Anyway, let's go over to Haestrom. A former quarrying colony, Haestrom was established to observe the phenomena on Dholen, the system's parent star. Dholen appeared to be unstable, with a high possibility of erupting prematurely into a red giant. Or rather it was, but of course, like pretty much every planet the Quarryings used to have, it was lost to the Geth, who now occupy the system. So as we're going to go and get Tali, and conveniently we're on a flipping Geth planet anyway, Garrus is just perfect to bring along. It would be nice for Tali to see I'm travelling around with someone she knows and respects. So we've got Garrus here, and he happens to have heavy overload anyway, making him very well suited to taking out Geth, so he can most certainly come along. And I'd say Kasumi would be an excellent pick as well. She also gets overload, her flashbang grenade and deadly shadow strike are very, very powerful indeed. So yeah, let's bring Kasumi along, because I feel like her and Tali would get along too. Miranda would be another obvious pick, of course, because she gets overload as well as warp, as well as giving me a bit of extra bonus damage, but I think Garrus and Kasumi together can more than handle this. Don't forget, of course, that while I almost never use it, Shepard does have AI hacking 1, which does let me temporarily bring one of the Geth onto my side, which can be very, very useful indeed. And go on Kasumi, you can get overload up to level 2. Still not that powerful, but it'll do at least. Now, weapon selection starts getting interesting now, because now, every single mission I've got to make a serious choice between the Widow, ridiculous hitting power but limited ammunition, versus the Viper, a lot more ammo, but of course, massively reduced hitting power. I'm going to go for the Widow on this occasion, because Geth tend to be, I'd say Geth are probably like mid-strength enemies, so I can probably take them down with a single headshot with the Widow, so I don't really need the Viper to wear them down slowly. There's enough tough enemies that, yeah, the ridiculous hitting power of the Widow is probably the way I'd like to go.
Shepard, our data indicates that Tali is somewhere in these ruins. There is considerable Geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Haestrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
So yes, indeed, a really fun mechanic that was only used in this mission, which I really did like, by the way. Yes, you've basically got to sprint your way through sunshine, because you will start taking damage the moment you're in it. So sprint between sunshine, your shield will start going down. Even on Insanity, it's not that fast.
I'm having serious issues with my shields.
And I'm wearing black. Can we get in the shade, please?
You're not actually wearing black, you're wearing mostly red, but whatever. Now, let's just quickly move all my weapons over to Disruptor ammo, because that is the right sort of ammo to use when there's Geth everywhere. And now just sprint down the barrier here. Shields overloading, but we should be fine. The bigger problem, incidentally, is not really so much you in the sunlight, it's that sometimes the AI for your companions can be a bit stupid. I have seen them just kind of basically hang out in the sunlight on occasion, which doesn't work out well for them, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see if we can figure out what's going on here.
I've stayed by the other stand. Anyone who gets this, find Tali'Zorah. She and that data are all that matters. Kill us alive.
So there's some very important data going on here. Intriguing. And we've got a dead Geth down here. We can salvage something off him. Lovely. 3,000 credits. And let's crack open the gate. And in comes a Geth dropship. Lovely. Dropping off some lovely enemies for us. That's fine. Let's just quickly blow you up. Very good. And there we go. Can we take you down in one hit? Not quite. The tougher ones we cannot quite take out in a single shot, but we can come pretty close. That will do. So obviously, be careful with the sun. It makes a really interesting change to the battlefield. Just go forward onto here. And then we've got ourselves one enemy who's behind there. That's, oh, there you are. Hello. So we've got, yes, I'm pretty sure like the ones that aren't flashing in big wibbly shields, we can take out in a single hit. Luckily, we have got a flipping ton of heavy overload floating around here, so these guys will not be too bad to take out. As long as you've brought along the right troops for the job, Geth are not so bad to take care of here. Just, you know, slowly push forward, use all of your nice abilities. Oh, yeah, even the flashy, wibbly ones we can take out with a well-placed headshot, because even though they don't kind of look like they should, Geth do technically have heads, yes. Now, what have we got up ahead here? Nothing yet. All looks peaceful. Nope, doesn't look all peaceful for now. Looks like we have got ourselves one flipping rocket trooper over there. Let's just quickly take you guys out if we can. And then we'll just pick enemies off as they come through here. This is absolutely fine. Lovely. Oh, I didn't take out the one I was aiming for, but I took out the one behind him, which is fine. You know, that's good enough. Yeah, we're tearing these guys apart. Not too difficult to do purely on grounds of I've got so much overload. What you've got to be careful of is, yes, sometimes it's not entirely clear when you're about to walk into the sun. Like here, when I'm standing about here, I'm technically in the sun, because of course shadows work correctly. So even though like on the ground the shadow doesn't start till there, the shadow over here already starts. You've just got to be a little bit careful. Anyway, obviously, you know, a sensible way to go is actually to run up to here and get into cover over here. This is a perfectly sensible place to be. Though, yeah, your allies are a little bit stupid about taking cover in the correct way. Hello there. Don't forget Kasumi's deadly Shadow Strike, by the way. Let's see how that does against just a basic Geth trooper. How much damage will that do to them? And she comes over there and does, yeah, most of a single health bar. That's fine. I've got myself my lovely little... Oh, yeah, this is fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Locust with the Disruptor on Geth. Good luck, guys. You're going to need it. You see, Garrus is just taking up a position in the sun there. I'm not sure if your companions can actually fall unconscious from being in the sun, by the way, but they can lose all their shielding, meaning they go down much quicker in general. So you've got to be a little bit careful there. I don't want to pop my head up just yet, actually. Let's just use Overload on you. And there's probably someone else here as well. Nope, I think we're good for now. Nope, no, we're not. Not quite. Overload from Kasumi, and down you go. Yeah, just double overload, and Garrus just stands in the sunlight, which is weird, but he just feels like it. Also, are you dead, Jeb? I'm just going to quickly just put a few more bullets in you just in case. Yeah, there you go. You're fine now. The most interesting thing about the sun, of course, is like in Mass Effect, generally you'll want to be pushing forward very, very slowly and carefully. But the sun makes you kind of, you know, have to consider when you can and can't safely push forward. Like now, if I want to push forward, I've got to push forward all the way to that pillar over there. So I've basically just got to run forward, which can leave you potentially in a lot of danger if, you know, more enemies just kind of pop up out of nowhere. So let's just go over here now, because I think I see something. Yep, there's some refined something or another or there. Iridium. Probably a material I don't really need much more of, but it's fine. Grab myself a thermal clip over here into the shadow, and we should be fine now. Anything good around here? I think we're alright, because that is where Geth spawned from. But oh dear! Right, okay. It's about to hit, but no, you go this way instead. But this is simple now at this point. One overload for you. Then we've just got a second overload from you. Can we? We can't quite take him out just with overload alone. We can come pretty bloody close. We run into some more Geth. Interestingly, actually taking someone on. Don't worry, you're not actually rescuing anyone. It doesn't actually make any difference whatsoever. So we'll just toss some double overloads over there. Lovely. And then just put some disruptor ammo on you. Disruptor ammo, of course, also kind of stuns them, which is very, very useful. So they go down very quickly. And we've got ourselves a new weapon, a new SMG, in fact.
This is Squad Leader Killmaker. Do you copy? Send a dropship up to Tali'Zorah secure, but we need backup. Bunkered up here. Can you send support?
And they can't because they're very, very dead. Even though it kind of looks like when you arrive, the Geth are fighting these guys, there's no way to save these guys. They're automatically dead. It cannot be sorted out. Anyway, got ourselves a new SMG. What previously was the best SMG in the game. The Tempest was pretty bloody good, but sadly it just can't really stand up to the Locust for the most part. So I think actually we're kind of stuck with it anyway right now because the game hands it over. Yes, just like as usual, when you get a new weapon, the game forces you to use it briefly. It's got a bigger clip, which is nice. Also, hello there, Cal Riga.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Patch your radio into channel 617 Theta. We're on a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found us. They've got us pinned down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries our shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Tali'Zorah at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tali out safely is our top priority. If you can extract her, we'll keep them off you.
You got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tali yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Tali'Zorah. As long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
Hold position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in.
Because yes, indeed, sadly, there's more Quarrens there who it looks like you might be able to save or join up with. But nope, no you cannot. They're guaranteed to die in that cutscene as well.
Crap, doorway's blocked. Grab the demo charges in the buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
So, you can see the new Tempest in action here. Obviously, it fires ridiculously fast. Overload and overload for you, please. And just look at that. No, admittedly, not going so well. Maybe I'm just going to go invisible for a second, because hunters are bloody dangerous. Right, everyone, just focus your attention on him, please. Knock him down. Thank you. Yeah, hunters will charge up to you. They're obviously, you know, they're supposed to be cloaked, but they're very easy to see, so don't worry about the cloaking or anything. It's much more about the fact that they just charge up to you very fast. They're like kind of the Loki mechs, but way, way, way more dangerous. But just look at the Tempest go. Its rate of fire is ludicrous, but it does have the small problem of, yeah, it just doesn't have the hitting power. Its DPS is better than the basic submachine gun you start with, but no, next to the Locust, it just doesn't really stack up that well. Anyway, just slowly push forward here. Nice and careful, no need to get too far ahead of ourselves. Make sure you grab ammo, and apparently I'm not in the sun right now, whatever game. And then we've got, flipping heck. Right, yeah, watch out for everything, really. So just throw overloads around, lovely. Oh, yeah, this is going well. This is fine. I think I even saw a rocket launcher lad at the back there. You're just a basic one. You can go down nice and quick. And no, it's just a basic lad. I thought I saw a rocket launcher, but never mind. Right, and teammates, move up to there and there. That should be a safe position for you guys. Just cover me while I move up in a second. Very cautious, because, yeah, the sun adds a new added difficulty here. Admittedly, I feel like we probably should just kind of, you know, put this mission off just for, like, you know, a few hours until it's night. If we did this at night, this would be so much easier. I mean, like, it looks like it's sunset already. Just wait, like, 2 hours and the sun will have set. This will be so much easier then. And then I will move forward, covered by my lads. Very good. One basic trooper. Oh, one headshot while cloaked. No chance for you. And they just keep coming and not learning the lessons. Right, I'm going to start telling my team to push up now. Let's just start pushing into this area in a minute. Bit of disruptor ammo will distract them for a bit. Lovely. Those guys will now go in. And now I'm over to the Locust. Push forward. Start just tossing in overloads at you. Lovely. And I was more than almost dead. Got a bit too overconfident there. Alright, back where we were, sending the team forward a little bit while I just cover their approach. Lovely. I'll cover them, and then in a moment they'll cover me. You guys just get into cover over there. There'll probably be a few more in this area yet. We should be alright. Just slowly, carefully push forward here. You go down. Another one up top. Go into cloaked, and you go down as well. Lovely. I did like how they did the Geth blood in this area, by the way. They did this in Mass Effect 2. It wasn't really in Mass Effect 1. Well, actually, it was in Mass Effect 1. It wasn't really as obvious. Geth have kind of, when you hit them, even if they don't die, there's like a spray of white stuff. Because they've got some sort of, like, fluid inside them. The game's not entirely clear on, you know, what it is or anything. It's just there. Right, time for me to move forward. Join the rest of my team. Lovely. Now we got one Geth trooper over there. He can be, which is the toughest one we got. Basic ones all over the shop. Nothing too bad here. You actually, you know what? You actually toss a flashbang grenade over there. And you toss an overload over there. Lovely. That'll stun them for a moment. Now don't forget to use AI hacking when I can. Let's just turn one of the Geth troopers to my side. Lovely. And oh dear, we got a Geth hunter. Right, that's bad. I'm just going to run out of here for a second to get some distance between me and the fight. If he wants to come for me, he can, but he's going to have to go from a distance. Right, throw everything we have at the Geth hunter, including, yes, stun him, overload him, all sorts of stuff. Our nice thing is, even like big things like Geth hunters, a flashbang grenade will get it on the ground. It's a really nice, easy way of getting some breathing room. I like it. But at this point, so many overloads, so much disruptor ammo. This is just a well-chosen team, making this mission relatively simple. Another AI hacking. Let's get that guy on our side. Lovely. So he now goes over to us. They have to turn their fire onto him for a moment. And AI hacking has a really fast cooldown, by the way. So it's very easy just to get people onto our side, which is nice. another Geth trooper over there. Rather than taking him down, air hack him, and his own team will have to kill him instead, because he'll turn on them, and they'll turn on him. And we should be almost done here. Just move the team forward a little bit. Oh, there's one of you right flipping there. Alright. And now Garrus has murdered him. And I think we should be good. In fact, I can go back over to sniper rifle, because there's flipping these guys everywhere. Yep, we are good. Yeah, for some reason there's just 10 million Geth just hanging out around the corner around here. Because they all come from around here. Maybe they drop in from above, I'm not sure. Let's pick up some... Nope, don't need any Medigel. Get the credits instead. Very nice. And we've got Tali's journal here. Now, this is a very interesting journal from what it tells us about Tali and what's happened between Mass Effect 1 and 2.
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
So Tali, as we can see, has she's gone up in the world a little bit. The Quarians have promoted her to some form of, like, expedition leader. She's got men working for her. But as we saw back on Freedom's Progress, her men don't respect her. She's not a naturally competent, charismatic commander. If you bring her along to the Shadow Broker DLC, by the way, then the Shadow Broker kind of makes a comment about whoever you've got with her. And if Tali's with you, he actually says he's surprised that you brought Tali along, because she hasn't really been doing very well recently. You know, she's got men killed on Freedom's Progress because they wouldn't follow her orders. She's got men killed here. Though really, whether that's her fault is up for debate. Arguably, you know, when they sent this team to a Geth-occupied planet, they expected to take casualties. And you get the feeling that Tali's primarily been promoted by the Quarians because, you know, she was there. She took out the Geth. She took out Saren. You know, she's amazing. She did all that. But really, if we're honest, it was Shepard that did that. She was just there. And next to almost everyone else in Mass Effect 1, she hasn't done very well. Like, when we run into Rex, he's basically become king of the Krogan. He's got a plan, he's in control, he knows what he's doing. Garrus right now is not in a great place, but by Mass Effect 3, he'll be much higher up in the Turian hierarchy. Liara, of course, has become a respected information broker. Whoever survived out of Ashley and Kaidan, they've become a leader for, you know, elite secret missions for the Alliance, and they're going to become the second human Spectre in Mass Effect 2 and 3. But Tali, you feel like even though she keeps going up in the world, she's not quite ready for it. She's living in Shepard's shadow. Even now, after years of having her own command, she's kind of in her notes referring to, hey, Shepard did this thing, maybe I could try and, you know, imitate that in some way. Tali is... I love it because Tali, unlike everyone else, doesn't just become a badass by magic. Tali tries to become what her people want her to be, but she struggles, and that's what makes her such a wonderful character. Anyway, grab the first of the charges, lovely. We're going to need a second one to blow that big thing up. And by the way, the moment you do that, bad things start happening, including the first of the Geth Prime. So let's just quickly throw everything we can at him, including a flashbang grenade. Did you just miss with the flashbang grenade? Well, flipping done. Good job, guys. You're doing a brilliant job here. Just hide back here for a second and then just finish you off. Lovely. Yeah, I think actually she managed to miss with the flashbang grenade. Do not miss with the flashbang grenade. All right, I need you to not miss that. I think she's dead. Well done, everyone. Now go over to my Tempest, which is very good at taking out shields. And take down those shields. Nice. Ouch. That hurts a little bit, by the way. Right, go back into cover. Back into cover. Oh, this is going to... No. This isn't going to work. Actually, it just might. It just might if I go for a double Unity right now. Double Unity. That'll distract his attention. Go back over to the Widow. They get back up. Now, we just need to throw everything we can at him. Flashbang grenade, incinerate, there we are, lovely. If we can just flashbang him down, we might not be able to, lovely. And then one more, yep, there we are, good. No armor in the way, we should be able to, yes indeed, with no armor, even a Geth Prime can be knocked down like that, perfect. And possibly, ooh, he just got flipping battered back. Now that his armor's down, can he be flashbanged? No, Primes are resistant to flashbanging. The big hunters can be flashbanged, but sadly, not the big old primes. They're just too big for flashbanging. Right, down we go. Over here, down you go. Lovely. Prime's one of the worst things we're going to be taking on in this mission. So as long as we can take care of that first time without too much difficulty, yeah, we should be fine. Now, start very slowly, carefully making our way forward. No, I want that cover. Get out of that cover. That's my cover, all right? No, my cover. Thank you. She's started to go up top. Quite a few enemies at the moment, but that's fine. We can thin their ranks very quickly. One nice little heavy overload. I think I even managed to hit 2 of them over there. Ooh, destroyer. More concerning. Right, hit the destroyer with the flashbang if we can. There we are. Lovely. Able to stun him, but not much more. Right now, yeah, they're charging forward a bit faster than I'd like. Just clear the ones that are getting too close. And, ooh, the destroyer, in fact, has a flipping flamethrower. That's nice. Can I AI hack him? I'm going to guess I can't. And we... Yes, we can. AI hacking 1 lets you temporarily take over a flipping destroyer. Only for a moment, but it's good enough. And overload will finish him off. Lovely. And then we just didn't reload. Never flipping reload, do I? Right, take your head off. They're being distracted by Garrus right now, which is good. Lovely. He's not quite dead, but it'll do. One sort of headshot. Kind of head spout. They're kind of like their heads are like little teapot spouts. That's what the head is. Beautiful. And that was all we've got there. Yep, very nice. Great little mission this, by the way. One of my favourite missions in the game. It is a fantastic little mission. So much fun stuff. And Geth, they're not exactly difficult to fight, but they're fun to fight. All the different variants of Geth are all really interesting in their own way. So this is a fun little mission to do. Anyway, done with this area. Around the corner we go. And we have got ourselves power cells and ammo and a medical station and the second charge. Would you believe when we pick this up, I suspect some new Geth are going to roll in. Demolition charge 2. There we are. So now we just need to walk back over to the area we've just walked in and just plug it in and that will be absolutely fine. And no enemies are about to show up. And is one already bloody up there? No. That is just a little console. But give it a few seconds. Give it just a tick. Yes, would you believe I'm guessing some Geth just rolled in. That's fine then. Including some nasty ones up top with rocket launchers. So let's take out them first. There we go. Lovely. Both the rocket launchers taken care of. One basic lad over there. Ah, destroyer over there. Focus on the destroyer if you'd be so kind, lads. No. Powers, please. Thank you. So, everyone throw your overload at that. I'm going to go over to my submachine gun. And I'm going to go invisible for a second. And actually, you know what? We're good for now. In fact, for the moment, as you are, as soon as he's ready... There we are, ready for a new power. Oh, flip. And, yeah, just knock him off his feet. Nice, thank you. And then I think Kasumi actually just went down, which is a shame. And then he'll be dead in a moment. So, yep, he just went down. I think just a tiny bit of residual overload damage. Sorry, disruptor ammo damage even. Back over to the sniper rifle, which we still have plenty of ammo for. Go over to the sniper. And, yep, we took out the rocket trooper. He was arguably not the most dangerous because probably a single rocket trooper, probably the DPS they're actually meeting out is slightly less than just a standard Geth trooper with a rapid-fire weapon. But it'll do. And that's all of them because Kasumi's just got up on her own. Lovely. Looks like we're good for now, in which case, just plant the explosives and we can get through to the next big area of the mission. Oh, I love this mission. It's so good. Right, plant the explosives. Probably move back out of the way at this point. Though, sadly, despite the fact the game makes a big deal of, hey, you've got to run, the explosion is, yeah, kind of pathetic, to be honest. Anyway, back we go in. This is not Tali, though. This is simply leading through to the second bit of the level and to the really big, rather cool, impressive boss of this area. Though, actually, before we do that, we've just got some Geth on the ground here that need to go down. No, you just go down, please. Thank you.
Quarian architecture. There's 2 words you don't expect to hear together.
This deep behind Geth lines? Hope the Quarians got what they were looking for.
Garrus, you said some mean things to the Quarians in Mass Effect 1. I kind of hoped you learned your lesson, to be honest. We've got ourselves one disassembled Geth rifle here. Lovely, that's assault rifle damage. More Geth to just keep on salvaging.
Tali'Zorah to base camp. Come in, base camp.
Tali'Zorah trying to call base camp. Sadly, yep, there we are. We've even got a little picture of Tali. Oh, Tali, I love you so much. But no, sadly, base camp isn't answering because base camp is all dead. But the bare minimum, they did take out all but one Geth, and the Geth that they left alive was crippled. So they almost won. They came really bloody close to winning. And as is traditional, the game has given us a weapons locker because we just picked up a new SMG the game forced us to use for a bit. But now we get the choice to swap it out if we want. And I do indeed want to do so because the Locust is just a fair bit better. And Kasumi can also go back over to the Locust because, yeah, when you're moved over to a new SMG, everyone who has an SMG on your team is also moved over at the same time. There we are. New Locust SMG and set to disruptor ammo as well. Very nice. Hello, Tali.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Tali, it's Shepard. I'm sorry. Everyone here is dead. Any survivors must have fallen back.
We knew this mission was high risk. Damn it. And what are you doing here, Shepard? We're in the middle of Geth space.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought you might need a hand.
Thanks for coming, Shepard. It means a lot to hear your voice. Call Rieger and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got to the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
And any chance you're willing to tell us what this research is about, Tali?
What is this research you're after?
It's about this world's sun. It's aging faster than it should. I can tell you more about it once we've got fewer Geth shooting at us.
And indeed, that's not just flavor text, that's incredibly important, or it was supposed to be incredibly important before it wasn't incredibly important at all. Let's just go find her, she can explain better in person. And round we go, Geth recon drones. Let's just take them out. Sadly, they do go a little bit invisible. Right, recon drones need to go down first. That's fine. Oh, going up hiding for a second there. And then just focus on them. Lovely. I'm not in good cover right now. Because, yeah, sometimes cover is a bit fiddly in Mass Effect. So if I'm over on the right of this cover, if I try and pop out, the game does that, which is not helpful. Which does occasionally happen in Mass Effect 2. So then we've got... I think we've got a big lad coming in. Guys, time to be careful. Because we've got a... I'm pretty sure that's a bigger lad than he should be. Right, take out all of the recon drones as fast as we can. They obviously prioritise me, because literally everyone prioritises me. Just take out those lads, please. And I'm slightly worried where the Prime's gone, because I'm pretty sure he's not dead yet. Oh, yep, there he is. So the Prime's there now. Somebody just like, yeah, just hit him with like stuff. Hit him with a deadly shadow strike, please. Thank you. I'll throw an incinerate over there to assist. One Widow rifle for me around the corner. Take my... Oh, he's decided to go around that way. Okay, that's fine. Oh, hello. Okay, good. We've got your armor off you. That means a heavy concussive shot should be enough to... Oh, it wasn't enough to floor him. That's not good. That was, though, good. But now I'm being shot by something else. More flipping recon drones. I tell you what, they make a nice change of pace because these guys are very light, very flimsy, but very numerous. Which is not so kind of common for Mass Effect enemies. Just hit them. They're obviously focused entirely on me, meaning Kasumi can take them out very easily. Because look at them. They don't even shoot at like Kasumi when she's easily exposed. They're just focused overwhelmingly on me. So that's fine. We've got them down. Good, good. Just keep slowly pushing forward here more and more. Oh, we've got a Prime. Okay, fine. Hang on. I need to just fall back for a little bit here. Because I can help most from the rear, guys. Don't worry. Oh, flip. Well, obviously, more recon drones showed up at the same time. Well, that's just bloody helpful. Right, guys, focus on the recon drones. I'll focus on this guy, all right? There we go. And, ooh, it'll do. There we go. Yeah, your shield will be down very quickly. As soon as the shield's down, we're in good shape. Guys, focus on him if you can. And there we are. Not only is the shield down, half the armor goes down as well. And that will be, yep, that is all of that down. Now, knock him off his feet with heavy concussive. Oh, you could this time. Well done. So that's bought us a little bit of time with him. And one headshot will almost do the job. Not quite, but good enough for one quick... Oh, I completely missed. That's fine. He's... Well, it depends where he goes, actually. He may or may not be... Guys, where are you? Where the bloody hell's my team, by the way? And where's the Geth Prime? Both of these things are worrying. The game is saying my team's alive, by the way. I'm not sure I believe it, because I'm not sure where the hell they've bloody gone. Well, the music's gone quiet, and the game's let me save, so I'm working with the assumption that someone else killed the Geth Prime. Very nice. I don't know who it was. It was someone. That's the important thing, and now I just need to figure out if there's anything good over there. No, I think we're good for now. Let's just push forward. And in we come to a locked door and some closed shutters, so we have nothing to do now but lift the security lockdown.
Oh god, Colossus! Get down!
Now, I'll tell you what, we did actually kill, I think, like one or two of these on the ground in Mass Effect 1, but, yeah, doesn't happen so much in Mass Effect 2. Also, don't get hit by their things. It's very, very bad. I love this final boss fight because there's multiple ways you can choose to approach it. And before we actually go any further, we've got Cal Rieger himself. Hello, Cal Rieger.
Hang on, Shepard! Stay down before that Colossus gets ideas! I still got no idea why you're here. This ain't the time to be picky. Tali's inside over there. Geth killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
So basically what Tali'Zorah does is he hides down here and he fires his rocket launcher in to try and draw the Geth and the Colossus' attention away from the door that's behind the Colossus, because the door behind the Colossus is where Tali is. Now, I've got a confession to make about the first time I played Mass Effect 2, where I was playing as a male shepherd and I wanted to romance Tali because I'd heard it was an option. Now, Tali, when you speak to her on the thing, says, hey, keep Tali'Zorah alive, and Tali'Zorah seems really fond of Tali. So, in a moment, there's going to be a Paragon interrupt where you say to Tali'Zorah, no, stay down, fall back, save yourself, we can handle this on our own. And if you don't do that, then basically he'll pop up, fire rockets occasionally, that'll get you a little bit of an opportunity to attack the Colossus, so it makes the final fight a bit easier. I deliberately chose the option which I thought would ensure he died, and he did die because I didn't want any competitors for Tali's attention. I felt bad about it then, and I feel bad about it now many, many years on. I'm not going to do it this time. This time, I'm going to keep Tali'Zorah safe.
Are you sure she's still alive?
The observatory is reinforced. Even the Geth will need time to get through it. And it's hard to hack a door when someone's firing rockets at you. The Geth are near platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself. I can't get a clear shot while it's down like that. I tried to move in closer, but one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
And if you're a Quarian, that's a very, very bad thing.
How bad is your suit damage?
Combat seals clamp down to isolate contamination, and I'm swimming in antibiotics. The Geth might get me, but I'm not gonna die from an infection in the middle of a battle. That's just insulting.
I love Tali'Zorah, he's a real good guy, which makes it even worse that I did deliberately condemn him to death in a previous run-through.
Any ideas on how to deal with the Colossus?
Standard protocol with armature-class units is to sabotage the shields and whittle it down, you know? Kill it with bug bites. But the repair protocol blows that plan to hell. You try to wear it down, it just huddles up and fixes itself. So whatever we do has to scrap that bastard fast. Probably means getting up close, past that cover.
We need to get to Tali. Got any ideas?
Just one. I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger. And I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet. You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy. Maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
No, stay down. I'm not having you do that. You stay alive.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tali safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down.
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Keep us alive.
Get ready.
Tali'Zorah's such a great guy. So, we've now got to decide, no, guys, don't. Do not just push forward right now, okay? Don't. First things first, we just need to clear out this area. Clear out any guys that are coming at me here. Just make sure the initial wave gets taken down. Colossus Blasts actually aren't as bad as they used to be. Colossus Blast, if you got hit by oh flip. Yeah, if you got hit by a Colossus Blast in Mass Effect 1, that was basically it. If you were on the ground, you were dead. Right, go invisible, and just take you out. Lovely. In Mass Effect 2, it just drops your shield and stops it regenerating for a short while. So it's not actually even that good. And then we've got a nice shot at the back of your head there. Lovely. So we've actually got a choice here of ways we can go. This battlefield's wide open. There's that way over there, there's straight up the middle towards it, or there's over there on the right. Over there on the right, you can probably see there's a lot of sunlight on it, but there's also some nice cover. So I pretty much always go that way, because it always strikes me as the easier way to do it. Guys, just finish him off, please. There we go. Lovely. You're still both alive. Right. Wait for the Colossus to fire. I think we're okay for now, and now I'm going to start moving in this direction. I'm just going to go... Oh, flip. Even though I was invisible, yeah, he's already fired the shot. And the shot is kind of homing. It's kind of a homing shot. Now, any chance I can focus on your fuel tanks, because you kind of look like you're a pyro to me. And there we go, possibly. Get destroyed. Yes, that actually flipping worked. Oh, flip. Now I'm surrounded on all sides. Right, okay. Hang on. You need to go down, and the sides are swaying all over the place. Right, okay. Just go invisible. This has not gone well. Go over. Ouch! That has really not gone well. Is anyone going to be able to have a shot at me from here? Possibly. I just need to wait for my shields to come back for a second. Guys, I need you to take out that one for me, please. Yeah, Deadly Shadow Strike. This is what's really nice about Kasumi. She can just be wherever she needs to be on the battlefield to buy me some flipping time. Let him make his shots. You really have to time your movement with the Colossus, which I've always quite liked. So now, just got to wait for those shots to come in. Go invisible. Obviously, reinforcements coming in. And then, choose your angle, you bastard. Stop kind of wibbling up and down. Focus everything on the... Actually, no, just hit it with a deadly shadow strike, please. One overload, and then just throw in some of that. Lovely. Colossus is still coming up. He'll be knocked to the ground for a moment, which will give me a moment to take some shots at these guys. Make sure I don't go down to Colossus. Keep an eye on his firing pattern. Lovely. Don't forget to use AI hacking, which is nice AI hacking, so he's temporarily on my side. That'll just buy me a split second. He gets actually fried by the Destroyer. Actually, the Destroyer, let's get him on my side. Yeah, you just start yeah, you are. Go for your friends, you stupid bastard. Also opens up a chance for me to go for him. He's down. Good. We're wiping out these lads. Nice. Good shot there. And now we can start slowly progressing. By the way, what's happening in the background is really confusing, by the way. When I first saw this, I just kind of assumed, like, you know, the Colossus was, like, firing some, like, you know, missiles up in the air and they'd come crashing down. But no, that's just what the observatory does. Don't know why the observatory does that. It just sort of does. Move forward. It's time to move into the position where we can actually take out the bloody Colossus over here. Right, okay. Now, we're in a good spot for now. More reinforcements coming from there. Just make sure none are coming from behind. Is everyone going to be happy being cover over here, by the way? Garrus, you be there. I'll be here. Now we're kind of in a safe spot from the Colossus, which is nice. So we can just now fire down at them. Cover's not going to do the Geth much good because we can shoot down at them even when they're in cover. Now we can move around the outside. Those guys can get a good shot at the Colossus, which is nice. I feel like, yeah, right now my team is in a good spot. So I'm going to pop down here. And now I am going to be in a good spot to get a side view at the Colossus. And this here, if you can get yourself in the position where when he tries to fire his blast, it hits the wall, but you can still hit him, then you're in good shape. So just double check I've got my... Yep, I've got the right ammo up right now. And at this exact spot, he can't shoot me, but I can shoot him. This is exactly where you want to be, you see? Lovely. So now we just need to take him down as quick as you like. Start firing all of the... Ooh, I think Kasumi might be down. That's a shame. Heavy overload there. And then get his shields down. Get ready for the shields to be down. In fact, actually, you know what? I'm going to wait for the overload to be done. And then I'm going to follow straight up with some sniper shots. Right. There we go. Invisible. Attack. There we are. You see, now we're doing the damage we need. And attack. And now we're doing the damage we need. And attack. I'm not sure that guy's even technically got a head or not. I'm not sure that counts as a head. If it does, it doesn't feel like it's doing that much more damage. And just keep throwing everything at him. And Incinerate will do the job if it banks around the corner. And dead. And Kalriga yells, "Rog!" which I assume means he's kind of, you know, pretending that he got the kill shot there, but blatantly he didn't. That was me. Yeah, it's pretty simple as long as you get yourself into a good position, but I love it as a final fight of this area. It's brilliant. This is just... Could this be the best level in the game? I don't know. It might well be. Let's get ourselves some power cells. There, obviously, the game is anticipating that you might need to get right up close and be using like the collector beam. And apparently, there's still some flipping Geth alive as well. Yes, there are as well. Let's just finish those bastards off. There you go. Get out of the way, please. Tali is mine. Take the hint. I've destroyed your Colossus. You're done.
Just a second. I locked the door to keep more Geth from getting inside. There, that should do it.
And there we are. Tali detects that everyone is dead. I've saved the day. Let's go meet up with Tali. And hopefully, she'll be cool with me this time. Because I've not brought anyone from Cerberus. She knows and likes Garrus. And incidentally, if you don't romance Garrus or Tali, they get together themselves in Mass Effect 3. You can miss it very easily because you need to actually go down to the right part of the ship at the right time. But they do. They become a couple, which is lovely. But yeah, let's pop inside now. Hello there, Tali. Just quickly grab everything you need there. So, tons of money. And an intact pulse rifle. Geth pulse rifle acquired. So, Garrus, Grunt, Samara, and Zaid can use this. It is pretty darn nice. I'll probably move people over to that. Now, let's go and have a quick chat with Tali, assuming there's nothing else. I don't think there is. Nope. Tali, tell me what's going on.
Thank you, Shepard. If not for you, I would never have made it out of this room. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
So go on then, tell me what's actually going on with this research.
What can you tell me about your research here?
Haystrom's sun is destabilizing. Back when this was a Quarian colony, it was a normal star. It shouldn't change that quickly.
Any idea what's destabilizing the sun?
If I had to guess, I'd say that it was dark energy affecting the interior of the star. The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red giant phase. But Haystrom's sun is far too young for this to be natural.
So that is another person mentioning dark matter. Now you may remember that Parasini back on Ilium also said they were investigating something to do with dark matter. This is where Mass Effect 3 was originally planning to go. The Reapers and the dark matter were supposed to be connected. This was supposed to be introducing that. But at some point during the development of Mass Effect 3 they decided to drop the plot entirely, and dark energy basically never gets brought up in Mass Effect 3. So there's all these kind of, you know, threads leading into what was supposed to be the big final choice in Mass Effect 3, where it was supposed to be something about dark energy and the Reapers and their interactions and what that meant. But no, never shows up in Mass Effect 3, but you can still see that they were setting up something that never actually came to fruition, which I find very, very interesting.
A lot of Quarians lost their lives here. Was it worth it?
I don't know, Shepard. It wasn't my call. The Admiralty Board believed the information here was worth sacrificing all our lives for. I have to believe that they know what's best.
And again, Tali, though she's been put into a position of leadership, you feel like she's not quite the most natural leader.
I didn't ask what some admiral thought. I asked what you thought.
A lot of people died here. Some of them were my friends. All of them were good at their jobs. That damn data better be worth it. The price was too high.
And by any chance, would you like to join me now? Because Tali, you're a great person, a great engineer, and a great companion, but I feel like you work better as a follower and a support character than as a leader.
Whatever the reason, I'm glad I could help. Once you deliver that data, I could use you on the Normandy.
I promised to see this mission through. I did. I can leave with you and send the data to the fleet. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell. I just watched the rest of my team die.
Maybe not the whole rest of your team, ma'am.
Rieger, you made it.
Your old captain's as good as you said. Dan Colossus never stood a chance.
If need be, the Normandy can get you out of here, Rieger.
The Geth didn't damage our ship. As long as we get out of here before reinforcements show up, we'll be fine.
Actually, I won't be going with you. I'm joining Commander Shepard.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty Board and let them know what happened. She's all yours now, Shepard. Keep her safe.
I love Cal Rieger, he's lovely. Up to level 20 we go, beautiful. We've got Tali, we've got the Tempest, though I doubt we'll ever be using it. We've got the Geth Pulse Rifle, which we most certainly will be doing. And as you can see, they're very effective against shields and biotic barriers, which is indeed pretty much the purpose of an assault rifle, so we'll definitely be going over to that. It's a very cool little gun.
Cerberus saw footage of you in action, Tali'Zorah. We're looking forward to having you on the team. Your engineering expertise will really benefit the mission.
I don't know who you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
That's why you're here, Tali. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work together.
I assumed that you were undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus up. If that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
Oh, give it till Mass Effect 3. We'll have plenty of opportunities to blow up Cerberus.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Tali'Zorah the necessary security clearance to access our systems.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. I'll be in engineering if you need me.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to EDI, the ship's new artificial intelligence.
Ooh, don't mention AIs to Quarians. Like how she doesn't even dignify that with a response. See this? This is why I should stop inviting Jacob to these meet and greets. He always says the wrong thing. Anyway, we got ourselves some assault rifle damage there, so definitely get that up. Lovely. And what's the upgrade we've unlocked there? Assault rifle accuracy. Very nice. I'm not sure if that has any effect whatsoever on your teammates when the AI are controlling them with assault rifles, but hopefully it does. And a couple of messages, one from Jarrett, who apparently was one of the Solarians we rescued from being locked in a cupboard when we were recruiting Thane, who basically just wants to say thank you, lovely. And a note from the Migrant Fleet, formally granting Tali's request that she is transferred over to my ship. Beautiful. Now, Kelly just told me that Thane wanted a word. Sure, let's just quickly check in with him. I guess he's got a loyalty mission for me.
I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self, the soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
Interesting position for a hitman to actually take, but okay.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
I'm going to be honest then, I kind of said that to all the companions when they asked me to do something urgently. Miranda asked me to rescue her sister like probably months ago of in-game time and I haven't got round to it yet. So you know what, we'll do it sooner or later.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Geth on Haestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Rieger out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
I do love, by the way, how Talia, when she wants to speak to you, always insists we kind of walk over here away from the Cerberus engineers, because she just doesn't quite ever trust Cerberus, and understandably so, based on the history we've been told about.
Have you heard any word about Cal Rieger? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor infection.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
Absolutely not.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, Talia, I love you. You're the best character in the entire franchise. But wait, first, I'd like to know about any ship upgrades you've got, because you have one of the most important ones of all.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
This is hugely, hugely important. You want to take this one. If you don't take this one, then characters will die when you actually get to the end of the game. So this is one of, I believe it's 3 that are actually essential. I think like some of them are optional, like, you know, the ones for the additional number of mining probes and all of that stuff. But yeah, Tali's shielding, Jacob's armor, and Garrus's main gun. I believe those are the 3 where if you don't have them when you reach the end of the game, some of your actual companions will die. It's always the same one. I think it's Jack, Thane, and I can't remember who dies if you don't have the Thanix cannon. Maybe no one dies if you don't have the Thanix cannon, but it's definitely Jack and Thane do end up dead if you don't have the shielding and the armor. And let's of course just have a quick look at Tali. You may also notice, by the way, there's still a gap, even though we've actually recruited everyone. Yes, indeed, you get 1 extra companion kind of by accident out of nowhere, and he's one of my favourites, actually. Now we leveled up from that, Shepard can also go up to Warp Ammo 3 for even more bonus damage. Beautiful. Now Tali. I love Tali, but she just really struggles a little bit to stand up to much, to be honest. So, she's got a combat drone. We've been seeing those being sent at us throughout the entire game. Draws enemy fire and also attacks back, but it's not really that great, to be honest. Even when you've got it fully upgraded, it doesn't attack that hard or that regularly. It's got one hell of a cooldown on it, recharge time 30 seconds, so I've never been desperately impressed with the combat drone, especially as unlike a companion, you know, it doesn't have any of its own powers, you can't direct it very easily. It's just not great, but obviously we'll take that up to at least level 2 just to unlock AI hacking. Very useful to have 1 point in that, because of course, as we've seen, like, even relatively big tough Geth can be turned with AI hacking. But as you increase it, what do you really get? You increase the duration from 5 to 7 seconds, and also you put a bit of shielding on the Geth that you've just turned. It's just not that great, to be honest, especially as you can only do it once you've already taken their shields down. So at that point, you know, you probably just want to kill them. May as well get it up to level 2, by the way. If we ever do bring Tali along, there'll be Geth involved, so therefore, you know, having a little bit of extra shielding on them would not hurt. Quarrying Machinist as an ability is okay, but to be honest, just a little bit too all over the shop and jack of all trades to be that useful. She gets a tiny bit of extra health, a tiny bit of extra weapon damage, and a tiny bit of extra power duration. The power duration thing is mainly about her combat drone lasting longer, and when you maxed out Quarrying Engineering, so, you know, further long-lasting powers, mainly again for combat drone, or weapon damage, not really going to be useful. She's not going to be a primary damage dealer. You can see there, like, even when she's maxed out, she's only going to have, I think, like, plus 20% health. So, you know, she's not really got much staying power. What she does have, like Samara's Reeve, is she's got Energy Drain as her special ability. Easily Tali's best ability, genuinely very, very useful, and one that's actually strong enough that it's worth actually having as your bonus talent on Shepard as well. So basically, yeah, if you can find a synthetic enemy or an enemy that's got, like, normal shielding, i.e. like the blue shielding up, then you can drain their shield in order to recharge yours. Very, very useful. That is definitely worth maxing out as early as possible. And yeah, as I say, under certain scenarios, I might even actually move that over to Shepard. But go on then, let's get a combat drone up. I do like the way the combat drone evolves, by the way. That's nice, at least. So you've got the attack drone, which basically means when it kind of wanders around doing its little electro stun thing, then that's actually a fair bit more powerful. So now it can target health, armor, and biotic barriers. Or you can have the explosive drone, so that when the drone is destroyed, it basically blows up and does a bunch of damage around it. Personally, I have a preference for attack drone. I think it's a little bit more reliable. Explosive drone probably has a little bit more power, but it's also hard to predict when you're actually going to get any use out of it, so probably not for me. As for AI hacking, I'd say we can probably hold off that for now. Instead, I'm just going to hold on to these points ready for energy drain down the line. I'd rather be able to max out energy drain immediately the moment Tali becomes loyal. And worth remembering, of course, because it's very easy to forget, Tali is actually a shotgun user, so yeah, she has a little bit more firepower than some companions who are just using the Carnifex or the SMG. Though the problem is it doesn't really suit her very well. She doesn't have the health or the shielding to be using a shotgun like Grunt does, for example. Sure, once she's got energy drain full up, she's a little bit better at staying alive, but I just don't think she's got the staying power on the higher difficulties to be using a shotgun, so I almost always keep her on Carnifex and keep her back, because she wants to be far back casting combat drone over and over, and AI hacking if there happen to be AI floating around. It's just, she doesn't fit together properly. Back in Mass Effect 1, she was able to work a little bit better as a shotgunner. She would just pile her skill points into electronics, so she would have a ridiculously large amount of shielding. In this game, there's no option to do that. You've no way really to get her much survivability beyond just hoping energy drain works, which, I don't know. I just don't think she works very well in Mass Effect 2. However, there is one good thing, which is now I can have myself an entire Mass Effect 1 squad. Tali and Garrus. We can just pretend we're playing Mass Effect 1 again, which is lovely. And I'm going to take Tali and Garrus to meet Rex to see if there's any special dialogue there. I'm not sure there is, but it would be nice to double check. Plus, I want to double check the shops here now I've got a pile of money, see if there's anything I missed. Well, at this point, I may as well start just buying up the various weapon damages. So sure, I'll buy an assault rifle damage and a shotgun damage too. Lovely. May as well just get my companions as strong as possible. And just quickly say hello to Rex. Are you by any chance willing to acknowledge the existence of Garrus or Tali here, Rex? Well, I've been going through speech options. Sadly, I can't get him to acknowledge Garrus or Tali. In all fairness, Rex never had, like, the closest relationship with Tali or Garrus anyway. Rex had a really good thing with Shepard, but I don't think he was really that close with anyone else on the ship, to be honest, so this shouldn't really be too surprising. So, with our team complete, or as complete as it can get without actually pushing forward any further in the story, that means we now just need to get everybody loyal. Jacob needs to be helped, Miranda too, Thane and Garrus, and Tali will ask for my help very, very soon indeed, I am sure. And indeed, those missions are for the most part pretty short. Like, help Jacob's a fantastic mission, but it's a very, very short one. Helping Thane is pretty short. Garrus is not that short, but like most of it's just shooting your way through basic guys, so probably I'd cut most of that out. And help Miranda. Actually, help Miranda is probably the worst of all of the loyalty missions, because there's nothing interesting there. You're basically just blasting your way through chest-high walls as is usual, so that's probably the worst loyalty mission in the game, to be honest. But because as a result they'll be relatively short, we will be doing at least 2 things from now on. So either we'll do like 2 loyalty missions, or potentially we'll do kind of 1 loyalty mission and then go out to some of the other bits and pieces. We've got a few other bits and pieces floating around too. You can see there I've kind of found a couple of extra things I wanted to come back to when I had the right powers. So this disabled Geth device over there, then investigate the abandoned mine over on the left as well. So we've got a little bit more to do yet, but we are definitely closing in on the end. And once I've got everyone nice and loyal, I'd say probably we'll go and do Shadow Broker, and then it's time to go and acquire the Reaper IFF. And while that's not exactly the end of the game, it brings us very, very close indeed. So it's time to start getting things all lined up, ladies and gentlemen. Very soon we will be ready to take the fight to the Collectors. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Mass Effect 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Here, have a hat. Oh, you don't have a head. I'm sorry, that was really insensitive of me. Oh, I don't want to interface with whatever this is, but alright. Oh god, he's running Windows 8. No bloody wonder it's all gone tits up. Fire extinguisher, if it's a choice between you and me, I'm afraid I'm sacrificing you, just FYI.